back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my April's goals update. Can't believe that next week it's gonna be May, but it is, so it's hard to believe we're almost halfway through the year already. So again, this is kind of the really boring, I guess, video where I just give you the update on my goals and if I'm gonna change any, which I am, so very excited about that. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and tell me if there's anything you guys want to see on this channel. Leave a comment down below, and let's just get right into the video. For my daily goals, the four of them were to wake up with my alarm, to work out, drink one of my green water bottles of water, and to do a daily to-do list and complete it. So let me go get that calendar real quick. You may not be able to see much of it, but I also said that I wanted to set a goal of at least having one day where I either did everything, 1 week where I did everything, which did not happen, or did not everything. I wanted to have 1 week where I did like everything, one thing every day, like one of these things was colored in, which didn't happen. But I did have a day, one day, where I did get to color in all 4 of them. I did have a couple days, so different from last couple months. I do have a couple days where I got to color in some pink, and I'm hoping today, because it's not quite May yet, but I'm hoping today will also be one of those days I get to color in the pink. So, and yeah, I think I did better than typical. So, I noticed that the green one was like a lot of colored in a lot. So I think which is the drink water, I think I'm going to take that one out, and I am going to replace it with read 30 minutes every day. That'll take it off of my board of list of things to do, really, but so I think I'm going to add reading onto there. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to switch out the wake up with alarm or the drink bottle of water yet, but I think it's going to be the water bottle one. But I'm going to switch one of those two out with read 30 minutes a day. You'll find out next month, I guess, what I decide to do. So yeah, that's basically my update for this month as far as my monthly goals. And I will go ahead and move on to not my monthly goals, those were the daily goals, so they're going to be my monthly goals. Okay, now for my monthly goals. Just kind of a reminder, it was the $500 budget, to learn a new skill, and to read 1 book a month. So I'll start with the positive. I did stay within that $500 budget this time. I kind of eliminated a lot of the like non-necessity stuff, so basically most of the money was spent on food and like personal items, like things I need, right? I didn't really splurge that much, so that's why I stayed in budget. I mean, I guess because I know my mom's watching this, if you don't count the work expenses, Mom, I stayed within the budget. I'm just saying, if you don't count the work expenses, which was like hotel night stays, because I had to go film in Columbus, I stayed within the budget. So, yeah, there's that. I will say, with all the traveling I've done this month, I kind of forgot about to learn the new skill. You know me, I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, it happened. And I'm going to, well, I guess I kind of learned a new skill. Kind of. No, not really. I mean, unless you want to count me sewing up my work apron as learning a new skill. I'm not going to scrounge around and look for a new skill that I learned. I'm going to just instead look forward and find one for May. There we go. That works. And then my final one was to read 1 book a month, which I kind of did. I kind of read 2 books, but like The first book I started in March and finished up in April, and then the second book I started in April, and I probably won't finish up until next week, which will be May. So the first book I read was Fearless and Free by Josephine Baker. Well, it was the autobiography of Josephine Baker. She didn't really write it, but it's kind of her story in her own words. I can't remember the guy who actually like wrote stuff down, but I will put it somewhere over here. And it talks just about her life, moving to France, like her early childhood, moving to France, and likes touring. And then it kind of gets into like her time as a spy during World War II. And then like her coming back to the United States. She came back to the United States for a little bit, and like the racism that she faced, and really a lot of the prejudice that she faced, rooted in racism and just her act. If you've never seen Josephine Baker's act, they were raunchy, especially for that time period. They were very raunchy. But she seems like a really fun person. Like, I knew who she was. I've heard of her. That's all. Really, I've heard of her, but I didn't know much about her. And so getting to kind of read her life in her own words, like, I don't know, it was kind of cool. And it was, like, eye-opening to, like, a lot of the stuff that she faced, you know, being a black woman. So yeah, that was my kind of my slow-mo review on that book, but I liked that book. My second book that I'm currently reading is called The Queens of Animation, and I'm not even, I could try to pronounce this girl's name, but I'll just show you who it is. I'll show you her name. And this, I saw this in the library. If you know me, I'm a Disney fan, right? I'm a huge Disney fan. You haven't figured it out. So when I saw The Queens of Animation, I got really excited because I wanted to read more about this. So this book is basically about the women who worked for Disney back in like the early days, right? Like back in the 30s, 40s, and it actually goes up to, I believe her name is Jennifer Lee, who is the first female director for Frozen, directed Frozen. And it talks about a lot of these women who worked behind the scenes, didn't get a lot of credit for their work. Really, probably the most famous person in this book is Mary Blair, but you probably know for her artwork, but also for doing the costuming on It's a Small World, for all the little dolls on It's a Small World. But there were a lot of other women that worked for Disney through, well, from its conception, right, as a company. And a lot of these women went uncredited for their work and for their storytelling, for their drawings. So it kind of shines a light on a lot of these women who, again, went uncredited for their work. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to see more of me or more of my cats. They're not here right now, unfortunately. Usually they join me for these videos, but they're not in the house right now, so they're enjoying their time in the garage. Anyway, again, leave a comment what kind of stuff you guys want to see. I have a couple videos planned out for next month, including a singing video, which, yeah. What else do I have planned out next month? I do have a cat video coming. I'm like in the middle of writing the script for it. It's going to be one of my scripted videos. Garden update, and of course this video for next month. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you for my singing video. So bye.